combination of inadequate wages and elevated living expenses is rendering life increasingly challenging for numerous newcomers to the Durham region and the Greater Toronto Area. The concept revolves around the financial struggles faced by newcomers to the Durham region and the Greater Toronto Area, GTA, due to two main factors: inadequate wages and elevated living expenses. 1. Inadequate wages. This refers to the situation where the income that individuals earn from their jobs is not enough to meet their basic needs. For many newcomers, especially those who may be starting in lower-paying jobs or facing barriers to employment, the wages they receive can be significantly lower than what is necessary to support themselves and their families. This can lead to financial stress, as they may find it difficult to afford essentials like food, clothing, and transportation. 2. Elevated living expenses. Living expenses include costs such as rent or mortgage payments, utilities, groceries, transportation, and healthcare. In the Durham region and the GTA, these costs have been rising. Housing, in particular, has become very expensive, with many people spending a large portion of their income on rent or homeownership. When living expenses increase but wages do not keep pace, it creates a gap that makes it hard for individuals to maintain a decent standard of living. 3. The impact on newcomers. Newcomers to an area often face unique challenges. They may not have established networks for support, may be unfamiliar with the job market, or may have qualifications that are not recognized in Canada. As a result, they might accept jobs that pay less than what they are qualified for, leading to a situation where their income is insufficient to cover the high costs of living in the region. 4. Consequences. The combination of low wages and high living costs can lead to several negative outcomes. Newcomers may struggle to find stable housing, face food insecurity, or be unable to afford necessary health care. This can affect their overall well-being and integration into the community. Additionally, financial stress can lead to mental health issues, further complicating their ability to adapt and thrive in their new environment. In summary, the combination of inadequate wages and elevated living expenses creates a challenging financial landscape for newcomers in the Durham region and the Greater Toronto Area. This situation can hinder their ability to settle comfortably and build a successful life in their new home. The situation is becoming increasingly challenging for many senior citizens, on government old age pensions and supplement incomes, individuals receiving Ontario Works, those on the Ontario Disability Support Program, and others who rely on social service assistance in the Durham region and the Greater Toronto Area. The situation for many senior citizens and individuals relying on social assistance programs, such as Ontario Works and the Ontario Disability Support Program, ODSP, in the Durham region and the Greater Toronto Area, GTA, is becoming increasingly difficult. To understand this, it is important to recognize who these groups are and the challenges they face. 1. Senior citizens. This group includes older adults who may have limited income, health issues, or mobility challenges. Many seniors depend on pensions or savings, which may not be sufficient to cover rising living costs, such as housing, healthcare, and daily expenses. 2. Ontario Works. This is a social assistance program designed to help individuals and families in financial need. It provides temporary financial support and employment assistance. However, the amount of financial aid may not be enough to meet the basic needs of recipients, especially as costs of living increase. 3. Ontario Disability Support Program, ODSP. This program offers financial assistance and employment support to individuals with disabilities. Like Ontario Works, the financial support provided may not keep pace with inflation or the rising costs of essential services, leading to financial strain. 4. Social service assistance. This term encompasses various forms of support provided by the government to help individuals and families in need. In the Durham region and GTA, the demand for these services is growing, but the resources available may not be sufficient to meet the needs of all those who require assistance. The increasing challenges faced by these groups can be attributed to several factors. Rising costs. The cost of living, including housing, food, and healthcare, has been steadily increasing. For those on fixed incomes or limited financial support, this creates a significant burden. Limited resources. Social assistance programs may have limited funding and resources, which can lead to long wait times for support and inadequate financial aid. Economic factors. Broader economic conditions, such as inflation and job market fluctuations, can exacerbate the difficulties faced by vulnerable populations, making it harder for them to find stable employment or affordable housing. Health and mobility issues. Many seniors and individuals with disabilities may face health challenges that limit their ability to work or engage in community activities, further isolating them and increasing their reliance on social services. In summary, the situation for senior citizens and those relying on social assistance in the Durham region and the Greater Toronto Area is becoming more challenging due to rising living costs, limited resources from social programs, and various economic and health-related factors. This creates a cycle of difficulty that can be hard to escape, highlighting the need for increased support and resources for these vulnerable populations.